Hello. I'm gonna go through some commands in Linux. Uh, First of all, cut here. You can redirect it into a file. In this situation, it's in the current directory, so I cut etc plus wd into wd. Press enter because it's one arrow. Then it will override all the contents and we'll make a new file. If I double it, then it will append it to the file. So if I cut wd, you can see the length is about this. If I cut wd again, and I can do a less, so you can see there is the root and there is the should be root again. Let's do something like this. Grab root, and you have root 2 times. If I do cut wd again, grab 3 times. So now the file is 3 times echoed into wd. Okay, change directory. There are a few things about change directory. First of all, if I am in, let's say, temp, change directory, temp, ls, and I do a change directory, it goes to the home directory of the user. Now I'm root, so it is they want this. Now I'm root, so it's going to the root home directory. You can see the home directory by the tilde sign. If I exit and I go to temp and then I change directory, ls, there is no documents or anything here, but if I lsa, I can see the hidden files. I want to go to root again, and okay, change directory. Change directory is as easy as it sounds. It's just change directory. The root, the most top directory is this. It contains the root directory files and directories like the bin, etc, var, which you have log files in there, for instance, proc, for example, removing the IPv6 IP, which I have moved already. I think it's in, there's just 100 proc, no, proxys net IPv6, and then here we have I'm not sure I'm in the right directory. oh no, it should be net, yes, sys no, net let's check it out in the internet because I don't really remember it. Enable forwarding, enable forwarding and Ubuntu. Let's say echo. Proxysnet. So it was proxies. Proxies net. Maybe here it should be something different. IPv6. Not ICMP. Conf. Yes, conf. Conf. And then not the loopback. All. Let's try all. If I try the ENP, it seems like the same. Maybe all is for everything. Ignore use max address. Disable IPv6 Linux. CyberCity. It's not showing here. Let's look for sys. Oh, proc. It was the yeah. IPv6 conf auth. Yes, I'm in the right directory. I didn't see it. Here it is. I hope I pointing on the right. IPv6. It's currently set to 1. It is disabled if I'm as root echo 1 0 into NIIF config. I have an IPv6 address over here, but I don't want. So it's 1, and now if I config, no IPv6. The ether is a MAC address. The MAC address is built into the hardware of the network card, but it's actually in the RAM, in the random access memory. So I install the MAC changer program, and if I choose a random with E, I think let's type help with E. Don't change the vendor bytes. The bytes of the vendor are maybe the three first bytes or the 3 last bytes, which are the vendor. So if I do random E for ENP0S3, I get a permanent MAC. It needs still shows the Cadmus computer system, which is the if I do a random, let's see if it's different. Current MAC is unknown. The permanent MAC is this. Okay. But if I do with an E or just an E, yeah, you can see that I can, first of all, if I Mac changer, if I can by myself say what the Mac is, and if I Mac changer to Mac 08, I think this is the original 27A5 97 7F. Device ENP0S3. Yep. So the current was 40. The permanent is this, and the new is this. But I want to keep random, so it's going to keep either the first 3 bytes or the last 3 bytes. Oh, it didn't keep it. Let's try again, just with an E, not a random. Yes. So the first 3 bytes, the 080027, is kept, and the vendor is still known to the router or the other computers on the intranet. So, okay, let's go for the next. Let's see what time. 12 minutes. A little bit too much. Chmod on. Okay, so chmod is a way to change the permissions of. Let's change to www.html document root of the Apache pwd ls test.html is belongs to root. I'm going to go over chmod and chon in the same together. So chon is changing the owner. I can do a recursive of www. This is the owner and this is the group, to dot from here and recursively for the nested directories. There are no nested directories, but you can see that the owner and the group has changed to chon www data at root for test lsa lsl. So now the owner is www data and the root is the group. These 3 bits, it's read write execute for the owner. It's repeats read-write-execute for the group and read-write-execute for the world, or rather. If I chmod 1 is execute, 2 is write, 4 is read. It's again 2 to the power of 0, 2 to the power of 1, 2 to the power of 2. So 2 to the power of 0 is the first bit, it's read, and 2 to the power of 2 is the second bit, and it's write, and 2 to the power of 4, 2 to the power of 2 is 2 to the power of 1 is write, and 2 to the power of 2 is read. Okay, so if I do chmod 444 for test HTML ls l, there is only read. I wanna go for, make dir. I want to do make dir test ls la. You can see the test is with the most left letter. It says D and it's a directory. Now I want to make a symbolic link. It's ls ln, sorry, link symbolic for test.html. I'm not sure, and yes, ls l. No, I didn't make it right. It should be the other way around. This is the symbolic link. Symlink, and for test.html. Test exists. Yeah, I was correct. Test.html, symlink, la. So there is a symbolic link to test.html. So if I cut symlink, sorry, not kta, cut symlink, it's the same as cut test.html. They both point to the same. The symlink is a pointer to the memory address. Once again, so it's a pointer to the file. It's a pointer to the memory address of the file. If I delete the file, maybe del test.html. Del is Windows RM, and LSLA, the symbolic link is broken, and if I this can make some problems. No such file, no directory. Unlink, that would be taking off the symbolic link. Okay, let's go up with each mod on clear. You want to clear the screen, clear. CP is copying. You can CP test. I don't want the directory. Index.html. CP index.html. You want index.html backup, and then you ls. You have an index.html backup. One more thing. when I did the symbolic link, there is also a hard link. If I take index HTML and I take index HTML1 and ls, now I have two copies, which it's important to know that if I change, let's do another. This is a test for me as well. Vim test.txt insert hello world. I think that if I make a link of test.txt to test.txt1 ls la, I think there are two separate files, because if I vim text txt1 hello world 1 2 3 4 wq no wq and ls, and I cut this txt, that is very yeah, of course it's not a copy, it's a link. They both point to the same address memory, but they both have it's like both memory places that both links that point to the same memory address. If you delete one, you delete the link, but the other one is not deleted. But if I do a copy of test1.txt, test1 why it's not auto-completing? Copy test.txt 1 to test.txt2. This is different. This is a totally new file. It doesn't have any connection to the test1 or the test. So if I vim test.txt2 and I enter here some text and I save ls, I cut the test.txt1, it's still the same. Txt2 is different. So copy is making a whole new file, different memory, different pointers. Link is a pointer to the same file. Symbolic link is just the pointer to the file. It's not if you delete the file, the symbolic link is has no use, or there is no link. But if you delete a file of a regular link, then the other file would still be usable and you could still use it. Okay. See the time. Too much. CP, we did date. If I write date, I get the date. I can do a date. Remember, I think it's like this. year, month, day. Nope. Index error expected. Maybe. Yeah, and no. Let's check it out on the internet. Linux date comment. I was looking for it here. The geek stuff. Date. That's I did. No, it's not always looking for. File. No. Looking for something else. That's it. This is what I was looking for. So if I do a date plus percent d, maybe it should be year, month, day. Maybe it should be like this. No. Yeah, this. And I think that there is no I. The month, time zone. It's an hour. Display the hour, minute, and seconds. Display the hour. Let's say hour. The minute and the seconds. That's it. So it's one. Okay, my Ubuntu is not synchronized with my Windows, but this is the Ubuntu time. Its date is okay, 26th of July 2018, 1 o'clock 22 minutes and 21 seconds. Okay, let's continue. We're in the date. DF. That's clear. DF in human reading show the file system usage. So devsda2 is the root partition. Devloop1, not sure. What's important is the dev sda2, and also you can ls for dev sd star, and you can see all the main partition is sda2, but there is also a partition of sda1 and sda. And there's also a command called fdisk L, which shows you the what is loop 0. Idea in logical physical. But devsda is the see sector units identifier. Okay, in devsda1 we have the boot it's type BIOS, but it's the boot partition, and the dev SDA2 is the file system, which sits over here, and this is the dev SDA2. They all sit in etc fs tab. You can see that a UUID of DevSDA2, which is the root partition of ext4 file system without any check of the system turned on over here. There's a swap image. That's important. That's nice. If I want to increase the swap, I will do it now. Swap image. It's in SW. What is a swap image? If I type swap, no, I don't remember the command. Swap Linux. Checking swap links. Let's see if it gives me Cyber City. That's okay. A proc swap. No swap on it. Type the following command to swap. This is a summary of the device. Okay. Swap on and swap off. It's like wax on and wax off. Swap on. Okay. So it's really what it said in the, not in the DFH, but in cut etc fs tab, which is the mounting of. If I do a mount A and DFH, no. Okay, I want a new swap partition. I wanna let's say let's see how much space I have. I have 300 gigs, and 3% is, let's say, 10 gig or 100 gig. No, 100 gig is too much. 20 gig. 20 gig. So I want a 20 gig. Let's make it with a DD. Create. Need a create DD 20 gig. It's the very first. I want to create a file, a 10 gig. No. No, this is not correct. No. Bytes, 1 megabyte. Count. Yes. If I would do a 1024, it would be a 10 megabyte. So that's 10 times. This is good. So I'm going to do a DD. DD input file equals the there, and the output file would be, I'm gonna call it my swapper, my whopper, my swapper, and the bytes, 1 megabyte of count equals 1/24,000. Okay. So alright, I want to status equals progress, and it should be over in a few seconds. That should be 10 gigabyte, 11 gigabyte. Yeah, it's a little bit more. 11 gigabytes. So if I think it's swap on I forgot the command. And the swap file. I was hoping it would be Discraft. That's a good site. So if you bytes count, John, that's important. 655. Make swap. Yeah. Make swap. So first of all, I wanted to over here. John to root. It's already a root of. Let's do it anyway. Root of. Not swap image. Not swap image. My swapper. And chmod 0600 my swapper. And then make swap. Make swap of my swapper. Sending a software. No, there is a UID. There is a UID. Second of all, I can swap on. Swap on my no. My why it's not okay, it's not auto completing because it wants you to this. But now I'm going to Vim and the etc fs tab and let's copy this. there's a UUID. It's export default. Let's the app insert delete my swapper. Yep, and mount. Let's say swap off my swapper, and then mount A, and then df edge, and the swap S. What was the command for showing sudo? Yeah, this I did. Free, that's a nice command. Swap on S. I took it. The mount didn't work. Swap on my swapper. Okay, now the my swapper is on, and it's bigger than like 2 times bigger than the swap image. But what I do not understand is what is I don't like this partition. Loop 1 and loop 0. I hope I'm not doing something which will not be good. Let's see the time. Wow, long. Fdisk. Modify? No, fdisk. Yep. List. Version wipe. No. Compatible color list output type units gets wipe. What's its headers sections? Just fdisk. No. Compatibility color list output type display unit design print wipe signature, specify the number of cylinders, specify the number of heads, specify the number of display head, display division. No good. Let's check the man of fdisk. Let's page down. Color list output. Get the wipe partition. Wipe partition. Raid partition tables. No. Thinking the internet would be the fastest. Check the header cylinders. Output gets type. Merde. Sorry. Fdisk command. Linux. Fdisk. How to geeks. Fscale. No. That's it. Okay, so quit, clear screen. This page show you the partitions. I want to. What is snap core? What the hell is it? Fdisk dev loop 1. Changes will remain in memory only until you decide to write them. Be careful before using the write command. The old squash of the scene will be removed by writing the command. Squash file system. Device does not contain a recognized partition table. Create a new DOS. I want to delete. Again, delete. No partition is defined yet. Could not delete partition. What is dev loop 1? Modify. Delete. Exit. Control C. Yes. Clear. Clear DFH. Maybe it's something that has to do with the virtual machine. I don't know. Okay, let's go back. DU would show you the size of files in a directory. DU, and I like it human readable. Oh, whoa, that's too much. There is a DU to let's say it shows recursively DU age. I don't want recursively, so let's go for du command Linux. Du sh, yeah, and the summary. Okay. If I go here, du sh this. No, I just want the current directory. No. Megabytes. Okay, I cannot waste time on this. There is no access denied, but du summary of let's say home. That's a 40k. Let's go to var www html, and that's also a 40k. If I go to test HTML, that's a 4k. If I go to, oh come on, index of HTML, that's a 12k. If I go for the summary of my swapper, that's an 11 gigabyte, and the swap image, that's a 4 gigabyte, a 3.9 gigabyte. A swap. By the way, a swap is just disk usage for the memory instead of the RAM, when the RAM is totally used fully. I want to go through also htop. There is a command top which shows you the processes and the memory usage. There is a nicer one which is called if I install it, I apt install htop. Already installed it. So this is a little bit nicer with colors. It says 31 tasks, threads 1 running, the load average of the CPU in the 5, 10 and 15 minutes last minutes, and the uptime of the machine. If you want to sort by something, you press on F6 and you can sort by the nice. I will not explain what the nice is, but some here the system general is running nice -1. That's very not common. I can go down with error, and everything seems to be on nice 0. Let's do an F6 and go for the memory, CPU, percentage memory, and it's a descending order. I think so. Yep, descending order. Not a lot of memory in use, but SNAPD. SNAPD. What the hell is SNAPD? Sorry for the language. SNAPD. Some demon. SnapQuery. SNAPD. The SnapQuery tools enabled. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Want the README. README. Where is the README? Here's the README. Package any app for everything Linux desktop, server, cloud, or device. Snap are faster to install, easier to create, safer to run and update. Always fresh and never broken. You can bring your own build infrastructure to use. I don't know why it is. I don't think it was in the initial installation. Okay, for quitting you just press Q and you can clear the screen. Let's see if there are other commands. File shows the file, if it's a file or directory. File index HTML document, file test.txt, ASCII text, file test, directory ls la. That test is a directory. Okay, fine. Find is to find files. You like try here. Let's go one back and find type file dot. Doesn't like. Sorry. Find dot type file. Okay, it wants a name. Test. Must separate multiple examples with the type missing. Let's take the type off. Okay. Test. It's directory. But maybe afterwards type. He wants comma, no, type, find, help. Doesn't really help. Follow the ignore. FS type, file system type. But here it should. Wow, that's long. Here, file time. Type F. Type F. Oh, type. Let's try. Should we type file? Type F. Test. Name. Test. Let's see if it can do with a star. Yep. So everything starts with test or has test in it, and something else. Test 1, test 2, and test.txt inside HTML. They find a type file. If I find directory, that would be a directory. Okay, grep. Looking inside files. Grep recursively for insensitive. Hello from here. So in test 1, test 2, text 1, text 2, and text, there's a hello. And if I press an O, only the word itself would come out. Okay. Kill. There is a kill. It's to killing a process. Let's say I have Firefox and I wanna kill all Firefox. No Firefox. So I do a. There is a piece here. Wow, too much. I'm not going to do everything. PS Ox grep Firefox intensity. No, it's not Firefox. Ah, let's try Mozilla. This is strange. Customize options. Properties. Mozilla. That's where I wrote. Process. Maybe like this. No. Let's try to exit. Process. Grep. Fire. No. Nope. Okay, I cannot seem to find the process. It sucks. Grep Firefox. Ah, I know. That's egrep. Egrep like this. Sorry. No. Maybe he doesn't like this. Oh, sorry. Dot. Dot. No. Oh. I'm trying to find the process of the Windows machine. That's really strange. No, that's not what I was looking for. Let's go to htop and try to let's kill htop. Let's see the process. Wait. What happened? Over here. Htop is 66 process ID of 6633. Not quit. And this is an orderly kill 6633. No such process. Ah, I'm out. If I could just open another window. Let's get it from here, because I cannot. What you have to do is write on the command line if you're using a desktop and Ubuntu desktop, and you have Firefox open. You can kill or kill 9. But let's see if I can. www. Apache 2. Okay, this one is okay. What happened is I went out from the htop and I cannot kill it because the process is already dead. But if I go to service Apache 2 status, it's active, and I PS, and I try to PS for that was strange. Grep Apache 2. Okay, so it has some services running, so I can kill all, and then name of the service Apache 2, and if I process, I can see it's no longer. This is the grep command, and if I go to service Apache, it's service Apache status, it's not running. The process Apache 2 status inactive, and if I service Apache 2 start, and I grep for the process, I can see the process is running again. If I can links into localhost. No, this is not what I wanted. Localhost. I can see the front page of Apache 2. Okay, let's locate. So if you do an update DB, it updates the database of the locate command. Then you can locate index, and it's faster than find. There is an index.html in var www.html. Also in other places. In var share. Man is the manual of whatever you want. Man ls, and then you can have all the you can read and enjoy. Make dir, we did move. Move, you just move one file to another name or a directory to another name, change the name. Passwd is the changing the password of a user. You do, if you are root, then you can do whatever you like. You can passwd of first of all I will cut etc passwd and grab for Ubuntu, clear, and I can see there is an Ubuntu user. Let's add user Bob, password Unix password, full name is Bob Sponge, if that's how you write it. He's in room number 6. The work phone is 888, the home phone is 888, it's 8, correct. And now if I cut etc passwd, I can see there is a grab for Bob. I can see there is a Bob, and then I can Bob's password, and I can change it to passwd Bob from the root, and there I can change it to hello world, and again hello. No, I didn't think of it. Hello world. I think I update successfully, and then I can switch user to Bob. But this is not what I wanted. It's exit, and then Bob and hello world. Okay, so I can log in with Bob. I can say that I don't like Bob anymore, so I can go to super user and vim the etc passwd and go down and say to Bob, no more login, and then I exit and exit, and now I go to Bob. Sorry, it's again Bob, no spaces, and hello world. Let's try again. Bob, hello world, and Bob cannot log in because I just didn't like him. And now I do like him again, so I'm going to go to Ubuntu, and that's it. Let's see if it's correct. Ubuntu, and I go to the super user. I can also sudo et no, let's go sudo for etc passwd. I hope this is sudo vim. Yes, and now I like Bob because he's invited me to